about to go to the gym to teach a spin class which starts at 6:30 this morning.
I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you. You'll be on my mind. I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got this day forever.
I've just got back from the hairdressers and that felt absolutely amazing.
So we have our final year exam on the 1st of June, and this is exactly what we'll be tested on. So everything on the left are the blocks that we've covered so far, and we have 3 to go. So urinary and thirst is our current block, and then we have collapse and headache.
This is the week basically. I've written for each single day what I'm going to be covering, so the lectures, Anki, everything that I need to do. So there's a lot to get through. And then I've broken it down further with any appointments that I have. I don't want you to think that in order to be successful at medical school that you have to study for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, because that's really not the case. I tend to do little and often throughout the year, but this year, because we have so much content to cover for the exam, I am going to be increasing how many hours I study for, and I will probably tell you at some point during this week that I feel a bit burnt out and a bit tired, and that's okay, because I know it's only going to be for 6 weeks. Last push for 6 weeks, and then as long as I pass this exam, we can move forward into 3rd year. So it's almost like one obstacle to pass. I really want you to know that it is hard work in medical school. There's a lot of content to cover, but it absolutely is doable. I'm really excited to take you to campus today and to introduce you to Alex and Amber, my friends who I haven't seen. Well, I saw Amber actually about a week ago, but I haven't seen Alex for a while. But right now I'm gonna go and do some food shopping. Then I have that meeting at 11:30. It's about 10 o'clock now. Yeah, let's start the day.
So this is my first day back after learning online for the last year. I went into the library. It was quite eerie. The campus was very, very quiet and empty. I managed to find 2 books, one on human physiology, which is basically just MCQs to help me prep for the exam, and also primary care. So this is to help me with signs, symptoms for all of the clinical cases that we've covered as well. I then made my way up the 4 flights of stairs to attempt to burn off some of the ice cream and the jammy dodgers that I'd been eating during lockdown. And I made my way to our first CBL session. So this is the view from the building where we were in Berkeley Square in Bristol. And this building as well was very, very quiet and very, very safe with regards to, you know, disinfectant and everything that we needed to stay safe. Our room was designed to make sure that we could socially distance, and we spent about an hour and a half in this room for our first session back. I did get there quite early, and I noticed that I had some Anki flashcards that I hadn't managed to get through that morning, so I sat for about 20 minutes and worked through those.
Happy birthday to you. Happy flames, flames, flames. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my
Dear Alex,
happy birthday to you. Flames, flames, flames. Whoa.
Sorry about the candles, we forgot the matches.
That's all right. I wasn't expecting.
10 to 6. So I have now 2 lectures to listen to and make notes for. So one is about, well, they're both about diabetes actually. And then I'm going to go over the second lecture that we did for blood clotting and this is part of my revision for the exam.
Always really tempting, isn't it? I don't know if you're the same, but whenever I come back from uni, from anywhere actually, the first thing that I want to do is have a nap. And Alex was laughing at me earlier. He said, your sleep patterns are so weird, and they really are, and they haven't been like that forever. I feel like it's been since we've gone into lockdown. Like I'll literally get up at 4:45 in the morning, go and teach spin, do a bit of work, and then have a nap at 10 o'clock. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then, like, last night I went to bed about 10, and then I woke up at about, I think it was about 2 in the morning, stayed awake till 3:30, went back to sleep and woke up at 4:45. Yeah, my sleeping patterns are all over the place. So now, I know it's only 10 to 6, but I feel like I need to have like a half an hour rest. But I know that if I rest, I'm not going to get going again, if that makes sense.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna.
Tuesday morning, I got up at 4:45, and then I went to teach a spin class at 6:30. Clara, bless her, always wakes me up very, very early for her breakfast. I did my gratitude journal, which I tried to do about 3 or 4 times a week. So on that day, I had to drive home back to Solihull, so I said goodbye to Clara, gave her some love, some cuddles. I do miss her when I don't see her for a day. And then I made my way to grab a coffee, went to Starbucks, and then I went home because I had to see the dentist. But I also managed to meet with my friend Gareth, and we went for a really nice lunch, but I didn't do any studying on the Tuesday. Wednesday morning was quite busy. I went to work at the gym, I taught 2 spin classes, and then I went into Bristol City Centre to get a cherry angioma removed. And this is my list for the day. So list of lectures. So I had 4 lectures to get through on that day. I'm tired. So this is what we're going for today. Just taught 2 45-minute spin classes. So what I do normally after training at that intensity is focus on making sure that I have a good source of carbs after, which is my excuse for having 2 bagels. And then today I'm just having some chicken. I'll put some cheese on there. Let me show you guys what we're working on today. So every 2 weeks we have a brand new block, and this week we're looking at effective consulting in urinary and thirst. And this is basically where we get together in small tutorial groups and we practice our consulting skills. So we have this guide here which is called Cog Connect, and this is essentially what we follow in all consultations with patients or actors at this stage. So we have preparing, opening, gathering, formulating, explaining, and then activating, planning, doing, closing, integrating. So we follow that. So I'm going to work through this tutorial now because we're going back on campus tomorrow.
Right, and what's brought you here today? I think I've got a water infection. Okay, and can you describe your symptoms? I just keep needing to pee loads. Okay. I don't usually wake up in the night for a win. Like, the last couple of nights I've been waking up, and literally I want to run to the toilet. As soon as I need to pee, like, I need to go because I'm literally weak up.
So I'm learning about diabetes at the moment, and these are the common symptoms of diabetes type 1 or type 2. So a patient would present with fatigue, they would be going to the bathroom on a very frequent basis. They may have sexual problems, they'd always be hungry. So we've been learning how to do a urine dipstick test, and this video actually on Geeky Medics made me laugh because it shows the doctor basically sniffing the urine. And I wasn't aware that this is something that we'd have to do, but it's okay, it's all part of the job.
Just made myself a hot chocolate and we're just about to start the final lecture, which is 40 minutes long, and then I am done for the day. So last little push now.
After that lecture, I actually watched a video by Dr. Mike just explaining more about the kidneys. So on Thursday, before going to our effective consulting session, I popped into Pret and got myself a nice soy cappuccino and a baguette for lunch. And this is Bristol City Centre. You may recognise this. This is Will's Memorial Building. Very beautiful. And this is the entrance to the campus with the Royal Fort Park right next door. It was such a beautiful day.
If I explain to you that helping to control your blood glucose by taking your blood sugar, by taking this medication is going to massively reduce your risk of things like having a heart attack or a stroke. Sorry, has no one explained that to you before? No. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that no one's explained that to you before.
No, I was just told to take it.
Yeah.
Because I said that the balance of the diet isn't brilliant, but I can't be bothered when I get home at 10 o'clock to go to cooking. It's about time to start anyway.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll just say a bit about the condition you have with diabetes.
Hey guys, so I'm back from the library now. I decided to come home because I'd missed Clara. Quite sad, isn't it? But I do miss her if I'm out for too long. But I did a good 2 hours in the library, and now this is the current setup at home. So I've just made a cup of coffee. I've had that sandwich, so I'm going to have this protein bar now. And my task for this afternoon is to get through these 6 lectures. So at the library I was able to write flashcards for the lectures that I've covered already this week. I did some research on some of the conditions that we're learning about. I prepared the PowerPoint presentation that I've got to present tomorrow, and now I'm just about to start this lecture here on edema, and these are the learning outcomes. So it's only about 30 minutes long. My coffee's got a smiley face. Can you see it? Look, the eyes and the mouth.
There are a number of reasons why this may occur, as listed in the box on the left-hand side. Again, one doesn't need to memorise these for the moment. Come across this later on.
I find Dr. Mike's lectures or YouTube videos really good. If you're struggling to understand a topic, I would highly recommend it. So I listened to a video with Clara and with my dinner.
Let's get some sun, baby, it's time to go.
Good morning guys, it is Friday morning, 3:48. I know that it's really early, and I think I mentioned that my sleep patterns are a bit crazy at the moment. I used to do this when I was on the Access course as well. I don't know, it's like when I've got stuff to do, I struggle to relax and I just want to get up early and get it done.
Got to live or we get too old. Come on, shine.
Notice a decrease in how often you urinated and or any pain at all?
Hey guys, so it is 10 to 9 and I'm gonna make something to eat now. So I've made this smoothie with protein powder, strawberries, bananas, chia seeds, spinach, and I'm gonna put some almond milk and some ice into it. Good morning again, everyone. It's currently 9:45 and I'm just about to head out to go to the university. So the plan for the day is to go to case-based learning session until around 10 to 1. Then we're all going to walk together to the restaurant. We're going to a place called the Burger Joint, and check this out. I've found a picture of one of the burgers and you can build your own burger with things like mac and cheese and yeah, all sorts. So I'm very, very excited, although I need to stop eating so much because during lockdown I didn't actually train and I think my diet consisted of jammy dodgers and ice cream basically, so I need to just be careful. And I do eat healthy, but when I go out or when I order a takeaway or when I have a cheat day, I do eat quite a bit, so I need to be careful. And then after that, I'm gonna come home and just keep studying for the day. So yeah, let's go. It's currently 20 to 8 in the evening and I'm just writing a to-do list for tomorrow, Saturday, and I'm just about to start some geeky quiz questions. We're gonna go endocrine medicine, all available, so 83 questions. Had such a nice day. Is it okay? Yeah, it was such a nice day. I'm just going to insert a clip, a photo of us as a group. It was a shame because they split us into 2 different tables, so there are 12 people in our tutorial, so they put 6 on one, 6 on the other because of COVID rules. But it was still really lovely, and I made this burger with chicken, blue cheese, coleslaw. What else did I have? It was just delicious. Probably the best burger that I've ever had. And I had, to be fair, I had 2 gin and tonics and I also had a beer. So I came home afterwards, I had a nap as usual, and now I'm getting to work again. There's nothing wrong in going out and having fun and seeing people, and even when you're doing a medical degree, it's not always about having, you know, 10-hour study days. It's just not realistic. I always say to people, you just won't last the distance if you don't take time out. You just have to take the time to relax and have fun, because once you do that and you let off a bit of steam, you come back to work, you come back to your desk and you're ready to go again. So I used to feel quite guilty, and I do feel like, oh, what could I have done during that time if I hadn't have gone out to have that burger? But you just have to force yourself to relax sometimes, I think. I'm new to vlogging, as you know, and I do forget sometimes to take videos when I'm out and about, or sometimes I just get a bit embarrassed about getting my phone out and filming stuff. So I am trying my best to get you some footage of what I'm up to at, you know, sometimes when I'm out and about, but sometimes it's just easier to take photos, so I hope that's all right. And tomorrow, let me show you, I've made a plan. So like I said to you before, on Sunday I'm working a 12-hour shift at the hospital, so I'm not going to get any uni work done then. But tomorrow I need to do a practical that was actually scheduled for this afternoon. I'm going to work in the morning at the gym, but that's just a 45-minute spin class. I'll do my Anki flashcards, and then I have Anki flashcards to write for 2 lectures that I listened to this week. I need to listen to the EC, half of the EC lecture, because I listened to half of it this morning, so I've only got 30 minutes. And then I'm listening to the lectures from Wednesday, I think it was, so lecture 5, 6 and 7, and then I'm going back to abdo. If you remember at the start of the week I said that I was looking at urinary medicine, renal medicine for 2 weeks, and then I'm revising for the exam, and I'm doing past questions and reviewing the content for abdominal symptoms, so gastroenterology essentially. So tomorrow's going to be another busy day, but yeah, Sunday, it's just not realistic to say that I'm going to be doing any studying on Sunday, because the shift starts at 7 AM and then finishes at 7:30, and we get 1 hour break, 2 half-an-hour breaks usually. But when you come off the ward and you go to the cafeteria, for example, for me anyway, the last thing I want to do is read or revise. I just feel like I need half an hour just to decompress and have a cup of tea and have a sandwich and some jammy dodgers maybe. no more jammy dodgers. I do about 2 hours of work before going to bed. Just past questions tonight. I'm not going to listen to any lectures. And if you're new to medicine and if you're starting first year, my advice would really be to get yourself registered onto PassMed. I'll show it to you maybe on another vlog, but PassMed is a huge bank of questions. You can also register for Geeky Quiz and QuesMed as well.
Is in the simulations, we're going to look at a case with a patient, give you a little history, give us an idea of what is wrong with the patient. You should really be familiar with that by now, I hope. And you can see we've got a relatively healthy resting heart rate, I guess, of 72. None of this should be too...
Next one down. Nitrites. Negative. Next one down. Urobilinogen. Negative. Next one down. Protein.